Just realized that I have not been recording this, so now I'm recording it. Okay, so anyway, this is going to be a way for you to actually become very healthy, and we want that for you. So if you decide to join the class, it's McCollumWellness.com, save my spot. And we're going to walk you through all of the different things necessary for you to become healthy, get your immune system healthy. We're going to, the first week, we're going to teach you how to actually count how many times food goes in your mouth. We're going to give you a shopping list so you know how to buy ketogenic, healthy food. You're going to eat three ketogenic meals a day, and we're going to give you recipes for that. By the second week, you're going to start eating healthy oils, and we're going to show you what those are. You're going to do 6 tablespoons of healthy oils a day, and that's going to prime your pump and get your ketogenic, your body burning ketones. So it's kind of interesting. If you look up a ketone in the dictionary, like Webster's dictionary, it's going to say the other fuel that your body burns when it's not burning glucose. And it's really a shame that it says that, because we really want our body to be able to burn ketones, because all of your fat is ketones. If you look around on your body and you think that you've got extra fat, your body doesn't know how to burn ketones. So we're going to teach you how to do that in this course. The other thing, we're going to show you how to skip a meal. Most people skip breakfast. You know, you go to bed at 6 o'clock at night, your last meal's at 6 o'clock at night, and then you eat at 6 in the morning or 7 in the morning. So right there, that's about a 12-hour eating window. So now if you don't eat breakfast and you go all the way to noon, that's an 18-hour fasting window. And what we have you do in the morning is we have you, if you have tea or coffee, we have you take a healthy oil. Like you can take, whipping cream organic whipping cream is 100% fat. So a lot of people think it's dairy, but butter is fat, and whipping cream turns to butter. So it is dairy, but it does not have lactose in it. So it burns 100% as ketones, which is really cool. So now you've gone, your last meal's at 6 o'clock at night. You wake up in the morning, you have some healthy oils. Now some people just take 2 tablespoons of coconut oil or olive oil or avocado oil or ghee. And whether you drink tea or coffee or not, it's going to stop you from being hungry as your body becomes keto adapted. And then you can have your first meal at 12 or 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and then your second meal about 6 o'clock at night. And so now your eating window becomes about 6 to 8 hours. And what that means is for the rest of the time, your body is fasting, and your immune system can use that 65% of the energy that it would be using to digest food for healing your body. So what we're really talking about, if you just tuned in, this is Dr. Duncan McCollum. This is Stepping In, KSCO, and I'm talking about how to get your body healthy by boosting your immune system. And one thing that we know is the way that you get your body healthy is you get the inflammation out of your body. One of the main reasons people are more likely to get sick because of this virus is because their body was already unhealthy when it happened. You know, too many people are on 3 or 4 or 5 medications. I think the average 45-year-old in this country is on 4 medications, according to ARP. The average 45-year-old is on 4 prescription medications. That is unbelievable. So your body actually has the power to be and stay healthy. The reason that it gets sick is because there is either toxicity in the body or you have chronic inflammation, which usually is caused by the toxicity. So what I thought I would do, Josh, let's go ahead and play Dr. Pompa in just a second here. I'm going to have you listen to Dr. Dan Pompa. I'm going to be on the Cellular Healing TV with him this Friday at 10 o'clock, this coming Friday. Friday the 10th. So if you ever listen to Dr. Dan Pompa at Cellular Healing TV, I highly recommend it. And I will be on his show this coming Friday on April 10th, which is pretty exciting. But we're going to listen to him talk about the cellular healing diet and what it can do to help you. So here we go.
Seminar.
And as you know, we are going to embark on a 7-week fasting extravaganza, if I would call it. And Dr. Papa's really helping us lay this out. I thought maybe you could just give some words of encouragement and or any other advice that people might need.
Well, there's some popular words out there right now, right? Intermittent fasting just happens to be the #1 Google health term right now, right? So if you don't know what it is, well, you'll find out. Ketosis, ketones, right? Another one. I don't know what number it is, but it's in the top. There's a lot of interest in this right now. Well, you're going to learn about that. You're going to learn about how to be fat adapted, why that's important for most conditions.
I think it's way overblown.
Are dealing with even weight loss resistance. But really, we're going to talk about, how all of that works up to a fast and what happens during a fast, where your body actually eats its bad cells. Literally, it's called autophagy. Nobel Prize 2016 was won on this term. And more importantly, how it raises up stem cells. And by the way, that's when we get older. That's kind of what we lose. And that's why you don't look as good or feel as fast.
Just exactly what are you saying?
Not you. Me too. But anyways, when you fast, you raise up natural stem cells. So this process that you're going to be teaching, we as a group are going to teach. It's basically how to maximize these stem cells, how to maximize this autophagy, and really how to maximize healing and really longevity. I mean, it goes beyond disease. It's just talking. You're going to learn all of that. You need to be there.
So basically, we're going to be, people are probably going to have situations like autoimmune disease or weight loss resistance, possibly pre-diabetic. People like this might benefit from something like this.
All of it. Hormone dysregulation. I mean, people just don't feel well, aren't sleeping well. These are hormone problems, but you heard so many scientists talking about these principles and how they create this hormone optimization. And that's why people can't lose weight, right? That's why people don't feel well. So anyway, you're going to learn it all. I mean, it's something that nobody's doing. We have the largest group doing this. We have, look, $44 million was given from the NIH in this area. Wow. That you're going to be discussing. So I think it's worth being there.
So if you're wondering why you still don't feel well, and then you're going to hear some stuff you've never heard before. And we're going to really help you get on the road to recovery and enjoy the next chapter of your life.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Okay, that was Dr. Dan Papa, and he's the guy that put together this program that I am offering $110 off for our Cellular Healing Lifestyle course. And we have it all online. And in fact, I have an amazing guest here who just walked in to grace us with his presence. And he is
amazing. Really amazing.
He is amazing. And he and his wife went through the program. So Mr. Michael Olson, tell us about your experience.
Well, yes, my wife and I did go through your program and was most grateful that we did go through your program. I, for one, lost 34 pounds and I feel great. And I continue to feel great. And I've been out of the class for a long time and I have not gained the weight back. And but what I wanted to say about the course itself is that these are some incredibly interesting principles that you put on the table. And it's hard to get them by yourself. In the class, you're with other people. And other people, you can get a lot of feedback from each other. Did you try this recipe? How did that work? And what the heck is Dr. McCullum talking about? You understand it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got it. This is what. But you get that feedback from each other, and it becomes kind of like a 12-step program. Mm-hmm. I've never been in a 12-step program, but it must be like that, where you're encouraging each other, and you're picking each other up, and moving each other along. So really, you can do this without a class, I suppose. I'm not sure I could.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty amazing, the groups that we've had. Now, we're not doing groups right now. However, I am doing live broadcasts and on Zoom meetings. So there is interaction that way.
So you can interact anyway. Well, that's life these days, right?
Yeah.
Zoom meeting.
Yeah, Zoom. It should have stock in Zoom. And, and then so Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock, and we will do that. But they can sign up for the course. Now, the online course is we're taking $110 off. It's $149 for the whole course.
There you go.
Do you think you saved $149 by eating less on this course?
No, I'm not sure I did because I had to buy all new clothes. Really, and this is true.
Yeah.
And it was really cool because I had my eye on this pair of jeans at Patrick James.
Nice.
Now, I don't buy jeans very often. Matter of fact, can't remember the last time I did. But I was thinking, if I could only get into those jeans, I would be one happy guy. And sure enough, I was able to buy the jeans for way more money than I ever paid before on jeans. But they look so cool.
That's awesome.
And I feel great.
Yeah.
You know, it makes you feel good.
Yeah.
It makes you feel good.
You notice the inflammation is out of your body.
Well, I don't know. I had some hay fever yesterday and my throat got inflamed from that, from sneezing to the extent I was out weeding. I was murdering weeds, you know.
Yeah.
And I got a little bit inflamed from that, but it's gone away.
Now, how would you say your diet has changed?
Immensely.
Yeah.
Immensely. So here's what I do, folks. I get up in the morning. I usually get up at 4 or 5 in the morning. And instead of having a straight cup of coffee, I have a bulletproof coffee, which consists of organic whipping cream and butter and coffee. And I have that, and I'm not hungry until around 11 in the morning. And then I have a snack, some kind of a no carbohydrate snack. You pointed out that what the heck was the fish?
Sardines.
Sardines.
Yeah.
Which I do.
Yeah.
I love the sardines. Never did like sardines before, but they're packed in olive oil, and a little tiny can of sardines gets me through till 4, and that's when I like to have my one big meal of the day.
Yeah. I know sardines have become one of my favorite foods. It's just like I wouldn't have thought I would like it. But also bone broth, you know, the bone broth.
And I love my bone broth too.
Yeah.
That's what I have after my coffees. I have bone broth, and I put some good oils in the bone broth as well.
Now, did you have any?
So how has my diet changed? Hugely.
Yeah, you don't eat bread and pasta and stuff like that.
Except for once in a while I cheat.
But isn't it nice to be able to do that? I mean, we have eaten that way for eons, and we've gotten heavier and heavier, unhealthy and unhealthier and unhealthier. And that's why I was talking about, you know, the people that are more susceptible to become sick with this coronavirus.
It seems like everything the American Heart Association was telling us to do was what not to do.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, they just led us down the primrose path.
Yeah, and you were,
sad.
I think you were there when Dean came in, the older guy, and he told us that his blood sugar was 230, and it went down under 90. Were you there with him?
Yes.
Yeah. And then
just to see his progress.
Yes. And his cardiologist at a big hospital over the hill was lecturing him on the food pyramid, the basic one. But his endocrinologist, his diabetes doctor, said, whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And he was almost 80. So that's pretty amazing. Yeah.
Well, yes, my diet has changed. My wife's diet has changed. She's looking really sleek and sexy.
Nice.
Which is nice.
That's why you're not going to bring her into my office.
Yeah, not for a while.
Yeah.
Everything's virtual right now.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
So, how do we get out of from underneath this made in China virus?
Yeah. You know, well, I'll tell you one thing that I am offering here, because we are open. We're a healthcare center.
Yeah.
We're wiping down every table with Clorox, and you know, after every adjustment, I'm washing my hands. Everybody's really safe.
Yeah.
And we're using alcohol, but I'm offering 3 adjustments for $100 through the month of April.
Wow.
And the reason I'm doing that is because we know that adjusting the very top vertebra will increase your immune system dramatically. There's been studies on that, even with the AIDS virus back in the day. they found out that a 48% increase in the immune system by having your atlas adjusted on a regular basis. So 3 adjustments is going to make a difference for people.
Wow.
So if anybody's interested in coming in, call the office, McCollum Family Chiropractic, 831-459-9990. You know, I'm in Capitola there, and we screen everybody with a phone call, make sure that nobody's having symptoms. And if they are, then we do something like, I'll even go adjust them in their car, you know, and then
There you go.
yeah, because we want to help people, and a lot of people are afraid to go out. They don't understand that sitting at home is good, but also you need to do the right things. You need to be staying away from sugar, staying away from flour, staying away from ice cream.
And working in the garden.
I did that all morning. I still got dirt under my fingernails. And
So there's one other thing I wanted to say, and I would encourage people to take your Zoom meeting class.
Yeah.
On 7-step. You won't even have to go into the office. You can sit at home. You can talk with other people. But above all, remember to wear clothes.
that's a good point. I appreciate that, Michael.
All right.
Okay. Hey, thanks a lot for stopping by. I appreciate it.
Jesus, sir.
Okay. Say hi to your wife. All right. Well, that was a nice surprise. Michael Olson stopping by and gracing us with his presence. And this is Dr. Duncan McCollum, KSCO Radio, stepping in. And a couple things I want to just reiterate here is if you are interested in taking the class that Michael was talking about, it's 110 off, so it's $149, and you can go to McCollumWellness.com, www.McCollumWellness.com, and click Save My Spot. You will get enrolled, and then one of my staff members will, you'll immediately be able to start the class, but then one of my staff members will get you the information. We start emailing you the information you need. You have a direct line with me, and we can help you on your road to recovery. So especially while you're sitting home right now, why not learn how to get healthier? Why not lose weight? Why not get the inflammation out of your body and get yourself healthy? So McCollum Wellness, McCollum, wellness.com, and then click Save My Spot. So the other thing I mentioned too is my book, my new book, New Hope for Sciatica, will be launching on April 9th. And you can get it on Amazon for free for that day, April 9th, New Hope for Sciatica. And the cool thing about the book, and I was talking about this earlier, is the way to get your body out of pain is not to take a painkiller. I mean, that might work temporarily, and not to try to just get the pressure off the nerve anymore, because that's necessary. But what we have found, and most all chiropractors will tell you this, when we adjusted somebody 30 years ago, they got out of pain a lot quicker. Now it doesn't seem to help as much until we get the inflammation out of the body. Inflammation, we know that chronic inflammation causes chronic disease. You look on every magazine, that's going to tell you chronic inflammation causes chronic disease. So we got to get rid of the chronic inflammation. How do we do that? Get the toxins out of our body. Where do they come from? The food we eat, the water we drink, the air we breathe, the clothes that we put on, the stuff we put on our body, the mascaras, the deodorants, the soaps that we use. All of that stuff is most of it's toxic. The FDA and CDC has not even cleared half of it, and there's 87,000 chemicals have been put into our planet since the turn of the 1800th century, and only about 300 to 400 of them have been tested for safety by the FDA. So we've really got to start to take our own health into our own hands. One thing that we realize is with this coronavirus, there is no magic pill. And that's kind of shocking when we've had magic pills for almost everything. One thing interesting about the Spanish flu, the 1920 Spanish flu that killed millions of people, is there was chiropractic was discovered and created in 1895 by D.D. Palmer. And so 1895, so it had been around for 25 years by the time the Spanish flu came around. And there's a study out there, you can find it online, I have it at my office, where they looked at the a certain amount of patients that were treated by medical doctors for during that Spanish flu time, and then another group of people treated by chiropractors. And as it turned out, 25 out of 10,000 people being treated by chiropractors got sick, where 1,000 out of 10,000 got sick when they were being treated by, or died, excuse me, when they were treated by the medical doctors. So 10% of those treated by medical doctors, only 25 out of 10,000 chiropractically. Now, we don't know what they were treating them with back there. Somebody told me that it was aspirin was predominantly being used. That could affect, that can actually make your stomach bleed. It can make that could have actually driven the virus deeper into our tissue because it was compromising our blood system. Where chiropractic, we know, does boost the immune system. And again, we're offering 3 adjustments for $100 at my office throughout the month of April, 831-459-9990. I'm actually taking x-rays and doing an exam, x-rays only if needed. But I want people to come in and get adjusted. Just come in, get your 3 adjustments for $100. Or one adjustment, $79 in my office. So we're just dropping it down so the people out here can come get their immune systems boosted. And you can call my office, 831-459-9990. My staff, Jackie Odalis or Arlene will answer the phone. They'll ask you some questions. We'll make sure that this is the right thing for you to do. And if need be, I can get on the phone with you and talk with you about what's going on with you. Because, right now, a lot of people are staying home. We're open. Several of our patients come in a little less frequent because they're staying home, but they do know the power of adjustments. So we'll make sure that the office is clean and safe for you. We do use Clorox and alcohol after every treatment. All the tables are wiped down. We're wiping everything down all the time. My staff is wearing gloves and masks. And, we're just making sure people get adjusted and that they keep their immune system healthy. So this is a really great thing to be doing. And the other thing again, and I'm just going to keep repeating this because I think it will help I know it will help your immune system. And Dr. Michael Olson was just in here talking to us about it. What we can do to help your body be healthier. Now, he did the 7-week course in a class in my office. Right now, we're very fortunate to have the whole thing online. So you can do this at home, 831. Oh, wait a minute. No, you want to go to McCollumWellness.com and then click Save My Spot. Click Save My Spot and get on the course. It's $149. You'll save so much more than you spent on the course because you're going to learn how to not eat so much. Some people we know are eating all day long. I have a friend who eats a lot, many meals a day. I try to help him not. But unfortunately, I'm his friend, not his doctor, so he doesn't listen to me. So, all right. And my new book, New Hope for Sciatica, is going to be hitting Amazon on April 9th. New Hope for Amazon, you can get it for free that day, the Kindle version. Just go to Amazon.com or Kindle version, however you get there. And then go to Duncan McCollum. You'll find New Hope for Sciatica and download it that day for free. One thing, I think I'm gonna read this again because I know some people get on the show later. This is the foreword to my book or the author's note that I wrote because it's very interesting writing a book on health, writing a book on how people can get the inflammation out of their body to help pain. But we also know by getting the inflammation out of your body's immune system will become stronger. So it just so happened that I was editing it right at the time the coronavirus came out, and I decided to put an author's note in there about this. So I'm going to go ahead and read this again. So if you were on the show earlier, please bear with me. If you just got on, then I hope you enjoy it. As I sit in the process of writing this book, perhaps the biggest wake-up call in modern history has plagued our planet. Even as I sit and write these words, citizens of our country, in fact the whole world, are quarantined or confined to their homes. Entire cities, even countries, have been shut down, and all non-essential business have been asked to temporarily close their doors. The deadly coronavirus, deadly as in quotes, has arrived, and with it has come mass hysteria. The powers that be, governments, nations, our own CDC and FDA, let alone the World Health Organization, has been turned on its ear. This coronavirus, invisible to the naked eye, has proven the biggest terrorist of all. It's almost like our planet has been invaded from outer space, and we are defenseless to the aliens' attack. People are scrambling for supplies. Things as common as toilet paper and paper towels have been nowhere to be found. Shopping carts have been commandeered and slammed together as frantic citizens are vying for position, grabbing boatloads of supplies off the shelves of the local grocery stores, often leaving none and showing no regard for their neighbors. Now, I've seen a major change since the first part of this hysteria. People are calming down. They're being very nice, very pleasant to each other. And I think the world's going to be a better place by the time this is all said and done. I think that we've learned that we need to slow down. I think that we're learning that our neighbors are important and our friends are important. And it's important for us to take a little bit of time to rest and relax. Okay, so not since the last World War has the world realized such a threat to our survival. And yet, perhaps out of the rubble and ruin of an inept and now defensive healthcare system, why do I say inept? I mean, definitely we have the greatest healthcare system in the world when it comes to emergency medicine and heart transplants and this. But, you know, we're rated 47th in the world for health. There's 46 countries healthier than us. The United States is the most obese country of all of the industrialized nations. So, and we also are only 4% of the world population, and we take 50 to 70% of all the prescription drugs in the world, the United States takes, only 4% of the population of the world. And yet we're rated 47th in the world for health. So something is wrong. We know that 81 million Americans have multiple chronic diseases, according to Michigan State University. So if the healthcare system was really working, we would not be the sickest country in the world. So in the industrialized world. So perhaps we really need to take a look at what we need to do for our health. In fact, we know we need to right now because there has been no magic pill. So for far too long, for far too many years, we have depended on Big Pharma to save the day with these magic pills. Yet with the invasion of Corona, we're left defenseless. There is no magic pill. So we're all locked in our houses until this thing passes. Well, did you know, and this is what's really important, we need to understand this about our own health, that we have the wisest and most powerful physician who ever walked this planet, lives right inside of you and me. It reminds me of the 1939 movie called The Wizard of Oz. For the entirety of the movie, Dorothy was in search for a way home. She evaded wicked witches, flying monkeys, and fell victim to the patches of wild, intoxicating poppies when the whole time she had the power to find her own way home. As Glinda, the good witch of the north, would finally reveal, all she had to do was click the heels of her ruby slippers together and repeat, "There's no place like home. There's no place like home." Well, inside every one of us dwells an incredible innate intelligence. And it has a purpose, and that purpose is to survive. And for eons, this innate intelligence has ensured that we did survive. It wasn't until the advent of massive pharmaceutical cartels who put profit above people that we started down the path of the magic pill dependency. And don't get me wrong, I realize how modern medicine has added to our survival and the overcoming of hitherto overwhelming epidemics. But perhaps with this paradigm shift caused by the coronavirus, it's time for the individual to take back control of their own health. And this is why I am offering $110 off of our course on the Cellular Healing Lifestyle course. We're going to teach you how to get your body healthy. It's going to take 7 weeks. You're going to learn how to do intermittent fasting, change your diet, get into a ketogenic state, which viruses can't live on ketones. They live off of sugar, which is a really good reason to do this course, because we're going to teach you not to eat foods that turn to sugar so quickly. And those foods that turn to sugar feed viruses and bacteria and everything else. So if you go to McCollumWellness.com and just click Save My Spot, you can join the 7-week course. It's $149. It was $249, but it's going to teach you survival skills when it comes to you becoming your own best physician. It's going to teach you survival skills so that your body's immune system right now is going to be stronger. You need it stronger right now. So, you're at home, you're not going out, except for maybe to buy a few things at the store. Let's teach you. There's shopping lists on there. You can buy the right foods. You can, within a few days, your immune system is going to be stronger. One thing that we teach you in the course is how to do block fasting down the road, like the 6th or 7th week. You're going to learn how to do an intermittent fast of maybe a 24-hour fast or a 72-hour fast, and some people will even be ready for a 5-day water fast. Not everybody, but by doing this, and you're going to learn how to continue to make this a lifestyle change, not a diet. Diets fail. One of the main reasons diets fail is because people don't vary the diet. Diet variation is what we teach. The body doesn't want the same food every day for the rest of its life. It wants to change, differ. It wants to be challenged. Back in the day, our ancestors, they ate, they had to go out and gather food in order to survive. So they'd go chase down a mammoth, and then they'd finally get that mammoth. And what they did is sit, and the whole tribe ate mammoth meat for a week or a month or what have you. Then by that time, winter came, and they had to go be in a cave and eat the rendered fat that they put aside, as well as the roots and bulbs, whatever else they were eating. By the time spring came, there was nothing, so it was called starvation spring. This is fasting. This is why all religions practically out there have fasting, because they know that the body cleanses itself. A huge word I haven't mentioned today is autophagy, autophagy. Your body breaks down the bad. It breaks down. It eats itself, as Michael Wilson said. It breaks down its own bad cells and then reuses those cells to make new stem cells. In fasting, by fasting correctly, the way we teach it in our class at McCollumWellness.com, the 7-week course that you can do, it's online, your body's going to make new stem cells. It's going to make more new stem cells. And actually, fasting has been proven to make your telomeres longer. What are telomeres? They're these little strings on the end of your DNA. Every time a cell splits, the telomeres get shorter. So I've had my telomeres tested 2 ways. I'm 64 years old. The first way showed that my telomere age, or my biological age, was 42 years old. Well, I just had a more accurate test done, and this one came back as my telomeres being 23 years old. So I'm chronologically 64, but my telomere age is 23. That could be a good thing or a bad thing. What it does mean is if I'm going to live to be 100, over 100, like most of my ancestors did, including my grandpas, then I better keep my brain healthy. I better keep my heart healthy, and because I don't want to end up having a body that's alive, but not a brain that knows what to do with it. So as you do this cellular healing diet that you can join, and right now we have it on special, as you learn to do this, your brain is going to be healthier because we're detoxifying the stuff, the inflamed stuff out of your brain. We're teaching you how to do that. So you're not going to be likely to get Alzheimer's and things like this. There's diabetes type 1 and diabetes type 2. Anybody out there know what diabetes type 3 is, what another name of it is? It's called Alzheimer's disease. Look it up, diabetes type 3, Alzheimer's disease. It's called insulin on the brain. The way we treat diabetes in this country is we give people insulin. We don't tell them to change their diet. We don't tell them to get into a ketogenic diet. And when we do, in my class, people do really well, and most of them get off their medications. They go to their doctor, and the doctor helps them get off of them. We're not going to tell you to get off anything until it's approved. But insulin, when you get too much insulin in your body, and they give you insulin to keep your blood sugar low, that insulin gets in through the brain barrier, and it lays down what's called an amyloid plaque in your brain, like the plaque you get on the back of your teeth. That gets in your brain, and that short circuits the communication, which causes Alzheimer's disease. So if we can help you not have to have all of that inflammation in your body, then we're going to help you tremendously. So what we want to do is help you be able to not need all of that sugar, because we're going to teach how to eat ketones. So, and how to eat fat and change your diet. So it's a pretty amazing thing. Your body actually has the power to heal itself. We're coming to close to the end of the show here. And I really appreciate you listening. And this is Dr. Duncan McCollum. We're offering 3 adjustments for $100 at my office, chiropractic office in Capitola. My number is 831-459-9990. You can call the office and just say, hey, I'm interested in getting my immune system boosted. I want to get those 3 adjustments for $100. We will do a screening. If you're having any symptoms, we'll call you and talk to you about what we can do to help you. But if you're feeling good and just want to boost your immune system, the 3 adjustments for $100, it's going to make a huge difference for you. We know that adjusting the very top bone in your neck, the atlas, is going to affect your immune system dramatically, and especially if you do it on a regular basis. But we will take x-rays, and we will, if needed, and of course do an evaluation or examination so we can make sure that this is the right thing for you to do. 831-459-9990. So the 3 things that I'm talking about today, of course, is my new book, New Hope for Sciatica, is launching on April 9th. You can get it on Amazon, and in that book, it's going to be free that day. So you can get on there and download the book for free from Amazon. And in there, there's going to be a lot of information on how to get the inflammation out of your body, how to get the toxic load out of your body. We're also going to be talking about the TRT machine, the stem cell machine that you've probably heard about. We still have that offer going for $49. You can come in and get the stem cell machine. We are offering our cellular healing lifestyle class, $110 off. It's $149. You're going to save 3 times that much by not eating so much. And you can get that at www.mccollumwellnesscenter.com. And then you're also able to come into or tune into the online meetings we're doing with that once a week, so you can get your questions answered. And then again, you can call the office and come in for 3 chiropractic adjustments to boost your immune system. And I would love to do all of that. I'd love for you to get my book and learn how to get out of pain. You're going to learn so much there. You're going to get online, McCollumWellness.com, and join the class while you're sitting at home. Learn how to get yourself healthy. It's a perfect time to do it. And if you feel like venturing out and you want to get adjusted, call my office, and we'll get you for the 3 adjustments. So thank you all. We're coming right up to the end of the show, and it's been great. I'll see you next week. I'm going to have Dr. Dan Pompa on with me next week, so don't miss that show. Thank you very much.
Ta-da!
At AM 1340 KOM.